Yo, it's Bob Sharp with SweetLifeFitness.net, P90X3. Today I'm going to review the fit test because it's so important that you do the fit test. And speaking of which, I would definitely get your book handy. If you don't have it, I don't know why you don't, you should have it. The P90X3 Fitness Guide. And flip to page number 26. That's the fit test. And this is cool for many different reasons. First of all, you can see if you're ready to do P90X3 or maybe another program is more suitable for you, or you will be able to track how you did on day 1 or what they call day 0. And then on day 91, when you're finished with the program, you can be so excited that you've improved in these areas. So that's what I'm reviewing today, just kind of how to go through these things. The very first thing that you're going to do is your resting heart rate. Dude, so simple. You ready for this? Here's how you do your resting heart rate. You can do it 2 ways. You can do the whole old school like finger on the wrist and kind of measure your heart rate that way. That's confusing. It involves math. I try to avoid that, but you can also get this handy, what do you call it? A heart rate monitor, right? And it's a thing that straps on the chest. You got this, and it'll let you know how many beats a minute. So me talking to you is burning 93 beats a minute right now. But here's how you do this. This is so simple. You literally, like what I recommend, get on a bed and just chill. Just hang out and take it easy. Do it about for 2 minutes and then calculate what your resting heart rate is. Mine, for instance, is 85. Yours may be higher, maybe lower. It depends on your fitness level. So enjoy that. Write it down in your book, and that's the first one. Pretty easy. But then it gets harder. Very first thing you're going to actually do is pull-ups. So with the P90X chin-up bar here, excuse me, we're getting ready. We're packing up Christmas this year, so excuse the boxes, but for the chin-up bar, all you have to do the wide front, so as wide as you can get your hands, and do as many as you can. You know, it says for guys you should be able to do 3, girls should be able to do 1. I'm going to be honest, pull-ups aren't my thing. I did about half of 1, and that's okay. If you can only do a half of 1, whatever, write it down, because the goal is you're going to improve with your pull-ups. So even if you're like me and you're like, can't get up, whatever. But do whatever you can until failure. That's what they say in the guide. Failure means until your body is not able to complete the move anymore. That doesn't mean your mind's telling you, okay, it's getting hard, time's ticking by, let's go. It means until your body tells you stop, which means you're not going to physically be able to do it anymore. So pull-ups is number 1. Number 2, we're going to go out here, right out here into this little thing where you'll see my little 2 markers up here. I use post-it notes. You can use whatever you want. But this is the vertical leap. You're going to start, and I'm a tall dude. I mean, 6'7". It's kind of a rare beast type of thing. But stand against the wall with your shoulder against the wall, and what you're going to do is measure to the tip of your finger, just standing up. Then you're going to jump, okay? Have somebody help you, or if you want, you can try to paste it on the wall when you do your jump, but don't do a squat and jump, just do a vertical jump. And then what you do is you measure the distance between number 1 and the floor, and then number 2 and the floor. And then you record all that. Mine's 100.5, top is 107.5, so it's 7 inches. That is my vertical leap amount. So that is how you do that one. And then let's go on to the next one. The next one is simple old push-ups. That's pretty obvious. You just get down and do push-ups. Let's go back in here and, you might want to get something cushiony, whether it's a pillow or something like that. Go down and do as many push-ups as you can. And it says 15 for males, 3 for females, or 15 for females if you're going to do them on your knees. So that's kind of what you're ranging at. Simple as that. The next thing is the toe touch. Hated this thing. If you're a tall person like me, you probably hate it too. Toe touch, you're literally getting on the floor. And again, this is something you might want to have somebody help you with, but put your feet up against something solid and you're doing a reach. You're going to see how far your distance is between the tip of your fingers and your shoe, or your foot, whatever. The goal is to be beyond that, and that's the positive, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, or if you're like me, you're going to be negative quite a bit. -1, -2, -3, and then all you got to do is record that right in there. That's how you do move number 4. Move number 5, the wall squat. Here you're going to need like a stopwatch or something like that, and you're going to go up against the wall, and you're literally going to do a squat. You're going to put your back against the wall, hands free, quads, which are the top of your legs, parallel to each other, and you go down in a wall squat. I don't have a wall behind me, but that's how you do that. You hit go on your stopwatch, and then last as long as you can. Literally, you want to last until your butt hits the floor. Don't try to wiggle your way back up. That means you didn't wait until failure. Failure means falling down on the ground. So, should be about a minute for most people. You should be able to hold that for a minute. Then we do bicep curls. That's simple old school, getting some weights or your resistance bands, whatever you're using. They recommend for guys you do at least 20s. I'm doing 25s, it doesn't matter. Girls should do anywhere from 8s, 1 up. And then you're doing both at the same time. You're doing a curl without rocking. You don't want to rock your body as you're doing that. So as smooth and easy as you can. Bring them back down. Go to failure. Don't rest more than a second in between your reps. So do as many as you can. That's the bicep curls, pretty simple. The next one is the in and outs. This is the old school ab ripper X and P90X move. So you got to do 25 is the recommended. Do as many as you can, but 25 is kind of the goal target. Get down. Start with your feet like that. Hands down on the floor in front of your butt. And it's simple in and out. Bring your knees in, push out, come back in, push out, come back in, and do about 25 of those. Then, and this is why I'm a little bit out of breath, you do the final move. The final move is the heart rate maximizer. You're going to start out doing some jumping jacks, right? And that's 2 minutes, right? So 2 minutes, you're going to do jumping jacks at a quick and steady pace. Last 30 seconds at a sprint. So you're just doing jumping jacks for a crazy amount of time. Immediately after the jumping jacks, record your heart rate. If you're going to do the old school method, whatever, or use this, I recommend this. Trust me, it's kind of hard when you're out of breath to try to figure out math. Okay, so you do that right after your jumping jacks. Wait a minute, do it again. Wait 2 minutes, do it again. Wait 3 minutes, do it again. Wait 4 minutes, do it again. So you're recording your heart rate at those intervals as it explains it in the book. So that's it. That's the fit test. Simple and easy as that. If you want, if you haven't done P90X3 yet, you haven't ordered it, do the fit test first. See if it's something that you meet the targets on. Go over to my site at Sweet Life Fitness. I have the targets for you. If you're significantly under those targets, consider something like Power 90 to start. Do Power 90 for 90 days and then you can jump kick into P90X3 and be the superstar that I know you can be. So thanks a lot for watching. This is Bob with SweetLifeFitness.net. Have a great day.